currently in the middle of 24 series. We know homeboy is down bad, but I'm sick of the dog. It is words on paper. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendall and this is Ken's Corner, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So I have seen people doing multiple different things, choosing the series they're going to continue, but I have also seen a couple that let a picker wheel choose like their continuation of series. This is going to be my take on that. I'm currently in the middle of 24 series. Some of them are interconnected standalones, so I don't see them quite as much as series, because if I read one book now and another book in 3 years, it's fine. But if I read like a true series, like some of these, where I read the first one back in 2023, early 2024, and I didn't continue it, and it is now 2026, that's a problem. So I'm trying to find the balance of, I don't care that I'm in the middle of mini series, but I do care that I'm putting off continuing the series. And so this one is going to help me either continue, restart, or finish series that I'm in the midst of. I'm quite excited about it. I do have some that I'm really like itching to get to. But first, picker wheel that I made for myself. Let me see if I can, yeah. The picker wheel that I made for myself, it has continue, complete, and restart, because some of the series that I want to read are going to be series that I have to restart, because mind you, I wasn't being dramatic when I said there are some that I started in 2023, early 2024, and have not continued. My options, so I can continue Dark Lord Davi and read Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except for Me by Django Wexler. A restart option is going to be Dominions. It's The Liar's Crown by Abigail Owen. And then I have Fearless by Lauren Roberts to complete a series. So those are like physical options I have. Do I have other options physically? Yeah, I do. A bulk of the books that I have for this are also my Kindle. So I have Breathe With Me by Becca Mack that I could read and complete a series. Another restart would be Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rorick. I can utilize Wild Card by Stephanie Archer to complete the Vancouver Storm series. Like, I really am hoping to complete some series, because I have a bunch of series that I want to start, but I really need to prioritize series that I've already started before I start new ones. And I gotta get that through my little pea brain. First, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do in terms of continue, restart, or complete a series. So we're going to randomize, and now we're gonna get our first one. Yes! Okay, so we got complete a series. So I will in fact be reading Fearless by Lauren Roberts, because I need to complete this series. Mainly just so I can go ahead and have it done. It should have been done already. And I really want to read Red Queen, which you don't have to tell me, I know came before this series, but I really want to read it. And I want to complete this one first, just so that there's no back and forth confusion, because I have heard there is some similarities. So this will be the book I'm starting with. I will be back once I have actually gotten into it. But yeah, if you don't know about the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts, so in Powerless you start with Peyton, who is an ordinary living in an extraordinary world, if you will, where ordinaries are non-magical people, but it's also seen as a blight to not have magic. You are an issue, you need to go. And so these people are being hunted down. Well, Peyton ends up chosen as basically like a tribute to the games that the king puts on for chosen elites. But remember, she doesn't have any powers. And then it just blows up from there. I had so much fun with both Powerless and Reckless, but now I just need to finish. With the way that Reckless ended off, I'm kind of shocked that I have not continued and finished out the series and read Fearless. I say that, but I did try to read it at some point last year, and I got a good 150 pages in, and I put it down because I just wasn't feeling it. I was also in a fantasy slump. Like, I was literally just reading romances, and I tried to read this and it just wasn't working. So now, time to finish it off. And I'm so excited because right now I'm in a reading mood and I'm in a fantasy romance mood, so this is perfect. I will be back later with some updates. 2 updates. One, I'm probably gonna go ahead and spin the wheel to see if I can get another complete series. I hope I do, because I've already started another book. My first update is I am about 120-ish pages into Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I can't say a whole lot about this book, honestly, but if you've read this book, let me know if Kai was as annoying to you as he is to me. We know homeboy is down bad. We know. He's annoying the absolute hell out of me. I don't know if it is his characterization or the writing, but either way. Because, like, I have no issue with Peyton's point of view. None. None at all. Like, in fact, I'm actually kind of having fun with Peyton's POV, living in her head. But Kai, I'm annoyed, which is annoying me even more because I loved Kai in the first 2 books. So yeah, let me know if he was as annoying to you as he is to me. Like, to an extent, I get the need for yearning. I get the need for certain emotions. It's like to try to keep it vague in case of spoilers. Like, but he's annoying the absolute hell out of me. Like, I don't know what it is. Hopefully that does not continue, and I do continue to love Peyton's point of view, because right now I am having a lot of fun with hers, but because of that dichotomy, it is only sitting at like a 3.5 stars. Currently 120 pages into this 500-page book. But I also wanted to go ahead and spin for the next one. Same exact wheel, didn't take anything off because there's no point for what I'm doing to take anything off. Alright, so we're going to randomize and then we're going to spin. I don't know why it's not playing the sound. That's it! Yes! Alright, so we do see that, well, you can't see it now, but you did see it says complete. So I did already start this book because I was impatient, but when I say started the book, I'm literally on chapter 3. I'm 18 pages in, but I wanted to go ahead and film this so that hopefully I could actually get it for this vlog. But the book is The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. So it is single dad, it is the coach, and it's going to end up being forced proximity. And I'm so excited. So you have Tate, who is the coach, and you have Jordan, who owns the bar where the team goes and celebrates. All right, so you have the Vancouver Storm hockey team. The coach is Tate. Their owner is Jordan's dad. Yeah. And you find out in the first 2 chapters that he is ready to sell because of the estrangement between the two. So we're about to follow that. I'm hoping for some messy. I'm hoping for some fun emotional depth that sometimes some of Stephanie Archer's books have. They're not just like the fun, flighty hockey romances. And I love that. Now, on top of completing the Powerless trilogy, I will also be working to complete the Vancouver Storm series by Stephanie Archer. So this will be fun. This will be very productive because I will be completing 2 series. And then I'm still going to read 1 or 2 more books. Long time no talk. I mean, for y'all it was a second, but for me it's been days because mind the voice. I'm so sorry, but I'm sick as a dog. I've officially been sent home sick. I'm technically supposed to be at work right now, but I am sick as a dog. Thankful for my manager. He just sent me home. Because I mean, I wasn't very helpful today anyway, and that wasn't for lack of trying. I'm struggling, guys. I'm about 46% into the wild card, and I'm hoping actually to finish this up today because the idea of like holding a book does not sound appealing, but holding my Kindle, let's go. And that's actually kind of a cop-out because I have the library ebook copy from Libby on my Kindle, so I could read Fearless too. Anyways, we're not talking about that. I'm very much enjoying Jordan and Tate's dynamic. I do wish that they would just talk because there's a lot of times where he's just struck dumb with how much he likes her, how much he's attracted to her, and she's like, see, this just shows how much he hates me. This just shows how much he hates me. And he keeps putting distance between them because it's not a good idea because she's actually now an employee that's working with him for him. It gets a little convoluted, but I will also say I really like Tate's kid. She's cool. Very much enjoying this. I could see myself binge reading through the rest of this today. We'll see if I do. And then Fearless, I'm a little more than halfway through it. I've been chipping away at this, honestly. It's been many days. I am I really like the trials aspect to this, because I went into this one blind just because I really liked Powerless and I enjoyed Reckless enough to finish out the series, just because I was curious what was going to happen. I'm still very curious what was going to happen because I still have a lot of pages to read to be able to find out. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Kai has stopped annoying me so much, thankfully, because I was getting frustrated. He is still annoying me, but not near to the level that he was. And really, I feel like that's about all I can say because this is the third book in a trilogy. I now have basically a free day that I was not expecting. And I'm literally just gonna sit on my couch and rot because I truly feel like nothing else. I'll probably watch some YouTube and I will definitely going to crack on with the wild card, and I'm so ready to be done talking because it hurts to talk. Okay, so first off, ignore how I look, ignore how I sound because I'm still sick as a dog. That has not changed from the last clip you saw. But yesterday I did end up doing what I said I was going to, and I finished The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. Did I finish it in between naps? Yes. I was napping / reading all day yesterday, which was honestly perfect. And I'm also very thankful that I talked to my boss yesterday and he said to go ahead and take today off, which is phenomenal because I'm still struggling a little bit to be vertical. Like this talk to y'all right now is a little bit of a challenge. So I did finish The Wild Card yesterday. It was pretty much exactly what I needed. I did end up giving it a 4-star. I absolutely loved Tate and Jordan, both as characters. Tate, both as a character, but also as the coach, was phenomenal. Like, you can see how much he loves his guys, but also his daughter because he is a single dad, even though he has a really good relationship with his kid's mom. I also absolutely loved Bea. She was an adorable kid. Can't lie. Watching Jordan's relationship with Tate, watching Jordan's relationship with the found family that the Vancouver Storm is, watching Jordan's relationship with Bea, because it does end up close proximity because she ends up living in his guest house, and watching him trust her with Bea and everybody else being like, he does not do that. What the hell is going on? There were some parts where it felt like it was lagging a little bit, so that's why it wasn't like a 4.5 or 5-star read. I love the Vancouver Storm series as a whole. It's pretty much like across the board, it's a 4-star series, but it is something that I love wholeheartedly. I fully had a big ass grin on my face when I read the last little bit of the epilogue in The Wild Card. That being said, I have not read any more of Fearless. This is going to be today's journey. I don't think I'm going to finish it, but I would like to get a good chunk in. I would say I would like to finish it today, but with the way I'm feeling and the fact that I keep napping on and off, I doubt that I will. But one thing I love about Sundays is a lot of people sprint on YouTube, and that has been one of my favorite things to do lately. So I'm going to be on sprints and I'm going to edit some, I'm going to read some, and I'll probably nap some. I'm very excited about this, and I'm very excited to keep going with this. Alright, so I have officially finished Fearless. Honestly, I went through a slew of emotions with this because the first half, Kai was annoying the absolute hell out of me. Once I got into the second half of the book, he was still annoying me a little bit, but not near as badly. Then you started finding out things that were just, in some points you saw it coming, and then others had me a little gobsmacked. But then how Lauren Roberts brought it about, I really like the way she did it. I do really like this series overall. I really like the conclusion to the series because I was very curious what we were gonna get. I had no speculations going into it because this is one of those series that I just wanted to have a little fun with, and that's exactly what it is from start to finish. Okay, there's some annoyingness in it, there's some not so fun parts. The trials and tribulations in this one specifically, they were very enjoyable to read. And I really like Lauren Roberts' writing for this. It's simple without being oversimplified, if that makes sense. And I really enjoy that. I ended up giving this book a 4-star. Upon looking back, I think it's crazy that I gave the first 2 books of the series 5 stars, but I know that I read them at the right time in my life for that. Me putting this off probably hurt this book a little bit in that sense. I'm also glad I finally finished the series because not that it's been hanging over my head in a negative way, but it's been hanging over my head to finish it. So now we're going to go for the next one. I have some options laying in front of me. I know what I want. What I really want to do is to take, okay, I'm going to tell y'all just because I might do it anyway. So I recently bought the 3rd book in this trilogy, and I kind of want to reread this one and then
straight on through the other two. I have not binged a series like that in a very long time, and I'm kind of feeling it with the YA fantasy romance that is, because there's something about YA fantasy romance that it just gives yearning that adult fantasy doesn't anymore. I could not tell you a single thing that happens in this book, which means I have to reread it. I have to restart so I can continue the series. But part of me wants to just go like back to back to back with these three. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you my other options. I have this here in place of City of Souls and Sinners by Kayla Edwards. Just want to keep in mind that I really want to continue the series before I forget what happened in City of Gods and Monsters. I also have my Kindle sitting in front of me to remind me that I have Breathe With Me as an option. And then I also have Enchantra by Kaylee Smith, Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me by Janko Wexler. Both of these would complete duologies. I could see myself reading them right now. But like I said, I've already told you what I really want to do. So let's see what we're gonna do. Alright, so we're going to mix them up a little bit and go. I don't know why the sound's off. That sucks. Come on, give me a restart. I gave me a restart. I really want to dive into this one. I'm hoping that I will want to continue it. So this book, okay, I'm gonna have to go off the back, even though yes, I've said I've already read it. The premise of this is you have a princess and then you have the other princess that's the spare, except she's supposed to take the spot of the true princess anytime there's a chance of danger. Like the front of it literally says, one born to rule, one to forfeit. And then the first paragraph in the synopsis says, everything about my life is a lie. As a hidden twin princess born second, I have only one purpose, to sacrifice my life for my sister if death comes for her. I've been living under the guise of a poor, obscure girl of no standing, slipping into the palace and into the role of the true princess when danger is present. And then it continues to say, now the queen is dead and the ageless king Edolin has sent my sister a gift, an eerily familiar gift and a proposal to wed. I don't trust him, so I do what I was born to do and secretly take her place on the eve of the coronation, which is why when a figure made of shadow kidnaps the new queen, he gets me by mistake. As I try to escape, all the lies start to unravel, and not just my lies. The shadow wraith who took me has secrets of his own. He struggles to contain the shadows he wields, other faces, identities that threaten my very life. Honestly, I think it's wild that I really don't remember reading this, but I do remember enjoying it when I read it. This is what I'm gonna crack on with. I don't know how much I'm actually going to read of it because I have read like 400 to 500 pages in the last 2 days. Alright, so I have definitely made the right decision with this because I have not wanted to put it down. I'm very much questioning, like, okay, I know that I've read this book. I know I have. But I remember maybe the first 50 pages and I haven't remembered anything since. Like, hopefully as it gets closer to the end, I'll remember some of that. But as of right now, I've literally remembered the meeting in the alleyway and like little things like that happen at the literal beginning of this book. I know that Revan is like, he's a shadow wielder, and I know that Maven is a spare princess. I knew those going into it, but literally the entire plot of this book did not remember. And it's kind of fun because I know that I gave it 4 stars last time I read it, but I have literally no preconceived notion about this book going into it, really, which has been kind of fun because it's like a whole new read, which is wild, but a direct example of how bad my memory can be sometimes. That doesn't matter. The point is, I'm having so much fun. I'm a little over 130 pages in, and I did start this last night. I'm into part 3. There's 5 total parts. I do have the audiobook from Hoopla from my library, but I'm very much enjoying the eyeball read because I'm going back and forth between the physical and the ebook on my Kindle because it is a KU read. So I'm only listening to the audiobook because I don't want to be taken out of the story, but I have things that I've got to do because I got to work tonight. Also, thank God I only have to work tonight and then I have tomorrow off again because I still feel like dog shit. So that's gonna be fun. Catch me wearing a mask at work. Masks protect people. Remember that. If you're sick, wear a freaking mask if you're going to be around people, and if not, you're going to get other people sick. Anyways, that's not pointed at all. Sorry, I work with a lot of numbskulls. I am highly enjoying this so far. We have been introduced to the world, introduced to Maven and her sister and the kidnapping and things like that. All of that I've kind of still in the synopsis, but now we're just going to see what else happens. It's making me even more excited to continue the series. I hope I continue to have as much fun. And that's what reading's about, is having fun. I'm so glad that I've gotten back into my fantasy romance mood. So I am about 130 pages-ish from finishing this book, and let me tell you, I still stand by the fact that I question myself on if I've read this book or not. Like, I think I remember part 1. It has truly been like reading a new book, so I'm not sure what happened, but I'm very glad that I decided to pick this up because I'm having so much fun. If you've read anything by Abigail Owen, I'm thinking like The Crucible? This author wrote these books. Yeah, this is just her older series, or one of her older series. But one thing I have learned about Abigail Owen, 3 books that I have now read by her, they are so bingeable. The writing is the kind of writing that you can just eat up. It's not stupid simple, but it is simple, if that makes sense. Like, this writing for me is very easy to fall into. It's very easy to just binge a bunch of. It's not big brain at all. It's just, I mean, it's the epitome. It is words on paper, but you can like sink into it. I am truly enjoying Marin as a character, even though I keep having to remind myself that she's basically the body double for her sister, who's the actual princess to be queen. And I keep having to remind myself that her name is not Tabra. So this book is following Marin all the way through. Like it follows her perspective until literally the epilogue. It has been so much fun, both following her, like following the story as a whole, but also being in her head has not been annoying. She's an 18-year-old character, and at one point she literally goes, "I'm 18 and now I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders." And you could tell it's like the Hale type of feeling, you know? Watching the way she carries herself, and then she is fully acting like Marin, but her identity is kept secret for a reason. There's a whole thing to it, is what I'm trying to say. Because of that, she's had the same training. She's had a very similar upbringing other than not living in the castle. Being in her head when she drops the facade of who she's supposed to be and is actually her, and she's just like, I think I like this. And he liked that side of me. I wasn't told I was too much. He liked that. But you kidnapped me. I'm not supposed to like you. And then Revan and the character that he is, especially from where he came from. Like, once you get his backstory and where he came from, you've seen what he does in this book and who he protects and all these different things. It's just so beautiful, and I know shit's about to hit the fan, and I'm hoping to finish reading this tonight. I am very much enjoying this reread, or that feels like a first read for the most part, and I'm very excited to continue the series because I'm feeling binging a series because I have not done that since I was a teenager. Several days ago, I ended up finishing The Liar's Crown and realized I never talked to y'all about it, so I'm here to talk to y'all about it. This, I ended up giving it a 4-star, which is the same rating I gave it the last time I read it, but I still don't know what happened, because getting to the end of this book, like, I don't think I remembered this much of the book. I don't know, but I did thoroughly enjoy this. I'm so excited to go into the Stolen Throne because I do think that I'm going to read it quite soon. I really want to know what's going on with Revan and everything happening there. I want to know what's going to happen with Maven. I truly want to know what's going to happen with her sister. Like, there's so much that I just want to know that I need to continue, and I'm going to continue it quite soon. I've already decided I would like to finish the series up literally like next month. Overall, highly recommend this. It's very much that upper YA new adult realm. It's not meant for anybody under, I would say, 16. It is another one of those situations where 18-year-old female main character, basically immortal main male character. What is a fantasy series without that? We'll see if my love of her writing continues. And when I say my love of her writing, it is not anything groundbreaking. It is not anything absolutely spectacularly amazing. But it is just so much fun and easily bingeable without being overly simplified. The world building is there, the character development is there, but it's so bingeable. I don't know. I don't know how to
explain it otherwise. But with that, that is the end of this video. I restarted a series that I've been excited to restart so I can continue, and I finished 2 series. So that's kind of exciting. If you've read any of the books that I read in this video, let me know down below. I would love to talk about them. If you've read anything from Abigail Owen, I'm curious to see what you think. If you read the Powerless trilogy, let me know what you thought. I'm very curious. I know that one has a little bit of controversy due to its association with the Red Queen. Yes, I do know the Red Queen came first. And then if you've read the Vancouver Storm series by Stephanie Archer, let me know what you thought, because I had so much fun. It's the one that starts with Behind the Net. I know that other people have had so much fun with this series, but I also know that there's been some mixed reviews for this series, so I'm curious what other people think. Without further ado, that is the end of this video. If you made it this far, please drop me a like. If you want to see more content from me, especially like my TBR games and stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or night whenever you're watching this video. Have a great day on purpose. Be kind to everyone, and happy reading. Bye guys.